Hello everyone, this is Alpha. So, I don't really use like scripts and stuff like that like other people do when they're making videos. I just like having my own thoughts out there, you know what I mean? But I'll be showing Risk of Rain 2 this time around. So, Risk of Rain is a third-person roguelike. And if you don't know what roguelike is, then it's the same as that BPM video that I posted a while ago, where you have multiple characters to choose from, and they each have separate abilities. And you have to go through randomized levels and complete various objectives. For BPM, you had to just kill the boss of each floor, and then you'd be able to progress to the next floor. This game is the same, where instead of just a boss, you have to kill a boss and charge up a teleporter, which charges over time for as long as you're nearby. And I'll be showing you guys just the normal bare bones sort of playing as the default character. And the default one is the Commando. The Commando is your basic character. You start with him and the Huntress as your two starters, and the rest you have to unlock by completing various challenges. Now, for those of you that aren't really good at the games, these challenges aren't too difficult. They are usually just get to a certain place and then complete an objective. They're not really all that hard. This game doesn't stop you from completing objectives by activating things like cheats, because most have a downside to them as well. Like these artifacts. Artifacts are gotten when you get to a certain part of the game, and I will get there. I will explain it when I get there. But the Commando, what he is he's the jack of all trades, easy to understand. Right? Every character has certain skills. Every character will have a primary, which is your normal R2. You just shoot or attack or various other different abilities. The Commando, he uses dual pistols, and you're able to shoot with the dual pistols. His second ability is Phase Round. It lets you shoot a single big bullet that pierces through every kind of object and every enemy, and it gets more powerful the more enemies that it passes through. The Tactical Dive is the one that you guys will have starting out. It's just a simple roll. It's easy. It's a dodge. I will be using the Tactical Slide, which I have unlocked by completing a certain challenge. Every character has different alternate abilities you can unlock by completing said challenges, as you can see here. He also has Suppressing Fire, which is just shooting really fast, and you can stun an enemy. For the sake of showing the game, I'll be putting it on the easiest difficulty, but I will not be activating any artifacts so that you guys can see. Now, when you start up the game, you'll typically be dropped in an escape pod, and then you're free to exit out. Now, as you can see, it's a third person, just simple, no ammo, no need to reload, Every ability just has a cooldown, and that's it. Enemies will spawn in dynamically, and you get money for killing every enemy. As you can see on the top left, the yellow $sign. Now, as you kill enemies, you'll get more and more money, and that much is self-explanatory. When you open up a chest, which are randomly placed throughout the entire map, you will gain special items that are randomized. And some of these items can be useful, or they will not be useful. You just gotta be lucky. Which is the whole point of the roguelikes. So let's open it up and see what we get. There we go. Every time you pick up an item, it'll tell you the description of the item at the bottom of your screen, which is very useful if you don't know what an item does, because it tells you every single time you pick it up. Now, all of the items you've picked up are shown off at the top of the screen. You also have tiny barrels that give you a small boost of money. But basically, the entire game is focused on what I call speedrunning, you know? So, on the top right, you can see a timer, and the word easy. So, the longer you're in a game, the longer the timer will go up. And the further that time goes, the harder the game gets. As you can see, the easy one is moving, it's sliding over. So right below that we have the objective, it's to find the teleporter. So we just have to look around for the teleporter, simple as that. And along the way, we can kill enemies. Over here we've got something smoking on the ground. These are drones. You can repair them for money, and then they'll fly around. And depending on what kind of drone they are, they will perform their task. Healing drone will heal you. Other drones will shoot at enemies. Now, every area is supposed to be randomized. However, you can only come across an area at certain parts, which makes it so that you can sort of predict what you're going to come across. So this is a 3D printer. What it does is that if you have an item of the same rarity, as you can see right here, I have multiple items. Now, the 3D printer will scrap one of the items at random that you have, and then use it as fuel to get you the item that is shown off right here. So I got a crowbar that increased the damage I dealt to enemies that had most of their health. But I got lucky enough to scrap that one for a teddy bear. which gives me a chance to just block damage. Now I'm sure you can tell which one would be more useful for my character right now. Of course, there are characters, like the Huntress I showed you before, that has a more powerful, slower shot. So having a crowbar on her would be more useful. Here's another 3D printer. For the mysterious item. But I'm not going to use that right now. Oh, there's the teleporter. So every teleporter, in case you didn't know, has a bunch of particles in the air that shows off where it is. It's in a very large area. So if you ever get lost and you can't find the teleporter, just remember to look for the glowing particles. So, as I said before, when you activate the teleporter, it'll start up something called the teleporter event, which spawns in a boss, and you have to stay within the area to teleport, to charge up the teleporter. So if you focus on the top right, next to the objective bar, you will see the charge teleporter, which is at 10%. And then we have the boss here. We need to kill the boss. Whoa! So there is fall damage, but if you use a mobility ability, like that dodge ability that I have, you can mostly negate the fall damage. Let's just hope that I don't die so I can show you the rest of the game. Almost done killing them. And there we go. Boss dead. And now the teleporter event is over, and we are free to leave through the teleporter whenever we want. Sometimes you'll get a special item. And this one's very nice. Increases our health, and we get extra regeneration. Now the bots themselves, the drones, they're kind of stupid. But, not to be mean to them or anything, but they like to push themselves into you. Now, all of the items in this game have unique looks, and eventually, after a long time of playing, you'll be able to remember what each one of these does. This right here is a red whip, makes you run faster. This one attacks enemies when you get hit, but I'm not planning on getting hit. This one gives me a double jump. In case you were wondering, you know, if you don't have this game. You are able to pick up multiple of the same item, and doing so will boost its effectiveness, depending on what it is. So something very simple, like the feather that gives me the ability to double jump, getting another one will just give me another jump. Simple as that. So let's go ahead and do that. See? Now I have an extra jump. And if I were to get another feather, I'd be able to jump again in the air. Now that feather can be used to have some nice mobility, be able to get up in high places. Now the teleporter is right here, but we don't want to activate it just yet. We need some extra items. Items that make us stronger. Nothing over here. I missed. This right here is a scrapper. You're able to scrap anything that you want. By choice, of course. I'm gonna scrap this crystal. Oh. I'm gonna scrap that red crystal because it increases my damage to nearby enemies. But since I don't want anyone to be near me... you know what I mean? So I scrap it. And it will give me item scrap. Does nothing. Now the thing about item scrap and why it's useful is because you can get rid of useless items. Let's get rid of this thing as well. Now scrap, as you can see in the description, will be prioritized at 3D printers. Which means as long as you have a scrap in your inventory, you'll be able to use that scrap instead of one of your valuable items. Enemies will sometimes drop lunar coins, which is a permanent currency that you have. Now they can be used for various things. The rusted key will make it so that the next area that you go to will have a random lockbox that gets spawned in. And if you can find it, you can use that key to unlock it and get a powerful item. I'm pretty sure. Man, these are a lot of enemies. Sorry if this takes a while for this video. See, typically in this game, you're supposed to be really fast in it, but I'm just taking my time so that I can explain to you guys what it is, in case you're interested in it. Nice. Boss killed. Me rolling around. Reaching a seed. Simply walking into an item will pick it up for you. And that's a good thing. Because most of the time you'll be too focused on attacking the enemies. So you'll just want to run over the item and then pick it up. Quick and easy. Alright, teleporter charged. Let's hurry on out of here. Yeah, personally, I don't like using scripts. Kind of feels manufactured, you know what I mean? Kind of like I'm doing a sponsorship. That's not really my thing, getting sponsorships and stuff like that. I might do it in the future, but I'm not really too sure. Because like I said before, manufactured feeling and stuff like that. Oof. A lot of strong enemies over here. Chest? Nice. I don't like these guys. Getting up in my face. So many fireballs, man. Now, you won't be having this kind of problem with most of the other characters. They all have some sort of area of effect thing that you can use. But this character, being the jack of all trades, there's nothing very notable for him. He's just the easiest to use and the easiest to understand, but by no means is he the strongest. In fact, I'd like to say that he's probably one of the worst characters. He's got nothing going for him. What? Huh? Alright. Where's that? Here it is. Chest. Chance on kill to drop a treasure. Very nice. Very nice indeed. These are equipment barrels. Equipments are what in every other game you would call legendary items. But in this game, they're not legendary. In fact, they're very common most of the time. See, equipments can be different. They are usable items, not passive ones. Clay Dune Strider. Uh-oh. I'm getting knocked out of the area. Not good. Gotta get rid of all these tiny animals. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Uh-oh. Almost got him. Got him. Nice. Now on to the next one. Oh. Glitchy. Now we're in the hard territory, since we've been here for 24 minutes. So let's try finding that teleporter. Nice. These things are challenges, the shrines. And this one specifically, the Shrine of the Mountain, makes it so that you have to fight double the amount of bosses that you normally do. This right here is a Shrine of Blood. It gives you money at the cost of a certain percentage of your health. And I'm over here trying to find the teleporter. Yeah. Anyway, there's something about just like listening to a person's raw thoughts. You know, makes them feel human, relatable. And less of, oh yeah, this guy's obviously reading out some script. He's like an actor, you know what I mean? Let's get this item and get out of dodge. Ooh. A delayed heal after taking damage. Nice. So if I take damage, I'm gonna get a nice heal. What is it? Oh, here it is. Rusty lockbox. Chance to fire a missile. Oh. Yep. So many enemies all in one place. Probably gonna die. Wish me luck, fellas. A nice 30-minute video. Who knows if he'll be able to survive this one. Oh. Oh. There's the damage. Piling on. Oh. So many of these things. And there it is. I died. So those are the items that I collected, what my class was and who I died to, and the rest of the stats for nerds. And you're given a certain amount of points. And that's the end of it. And you're free to restart whenever you want to. Now, just as a quick run through, Commando, jack of all trades, reliable, not really, in all situations of the game. Huntress, glass cannon build, you get hit, you die, you hit enemies, they die. Bandit, very sneaky, turns invisible, likes to deal lots of damage. Come in.
We're gonna leave in about 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Bandit, he's sort of sneaky, and He's he likes to just turn invisible, deal lots of damage. Multi, he is he has the potential for a lot of damage, and he's pretty tanky. The engineer is all about planning and positioning. He puts down a lot of deployables, and he doesn't really do a lot of damage on his own. The Artificer deals a lot of burst damage, but doesn't really have any mobility options. The Mercenary is for you people who like to be ninjas. He uses a katana, and he uses a katana. He's close ranged, and he's very, very fast, very in and out. Rex is sort of like a Black Knight, or what was it? Black Knight, Dark Knight from Final Fantasy. Has powerful life steal abilities and consumes his own health for half of them. Loader is probably the most popular character, I'd say. She has the ability to gain a shield every time she hits enemies. She's also immune to fall damage, and she's extremely mobile. Acrid is your damage over time. Perfect for a team, but I'm not sure if he's, he's pretty good on his own, but he's probably better in a team. And the Captain. You get the Captain. When you get the Captain, he is more utility, very good in a team, and he's also very good on his own. And most of these characters, they have their own unique weapon. You can probably guess it from just looking at them. Commando's got dual pistols. Huntress has a bow. Bandit has what you might think is a rifle, but it's actually a shotgun. He has a shotgun, which, if any of you have played Titanfall, it's like the Mastiff. Shoots horizontally, 5 bullets. Multi actually has 2 weapons. He has a railgun that shoots a nail, and he has a railgun that shoots a railroad nail, and he has a normal nail gun, which shoots really fast. The Engineer probably, hands down, has the worst normal attack of any character. He shoots these bomb things from his little shoulder cannons that you can see, but they like to bounce around, and they're not very good for airborne targets. The Artificer has fireballs, but the problem with the fireballs is that you shoot up to 4 of them really quickly, and they take a long time to recharge, which is annoying. Mercenary having a sword. Rex has a syringe gun because it's half robot. Loader just punches things to death. Acrid just slices things to death. And Captain has a shotgun that increases the accuracy the longer you charge it. I think that's about it. I don't want this video to get too long. So let me just run through the rest really quickly. Multiplayer is an option up to 4 people. There's alternate game modes, Prismatic Trials, and Eclipse. If you're wondering what they are, Prismatic Trials is essentially just a challenge for everyone. It's always the same, and it's just seeing how fast you can get through it. a Eclipse stacks modifiers onto it every time you beat it. And yeah, that's basically it. You also have a logbook, lets you read everything that you've collected up to this far in intense detail, like the description, so you can remember which ones are good and which ones are not good. And well, there you go. You've got common items, rare items, legendary items, and these ones, I can't remember what they're called, but they're pretty good. Then you have equipment. Very nice. Anyway, that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Have a nice day, y'all. See you all in the next video whenever I post it.